This is one of the dirtiest creeks that I've seen in my time cleaning. I'm the founder of Ocean Crusaders and also currently the managing director. So I started this campaign back in 2010, having found some turtles up in the wet Sundays that had actually died because of eating plastic. One particular turtle, there was 3 that had died because of plastic. One in particular had a plastic bag formed perfectly in its stomach. Everything it ate went inside the plastic bag. So inside the plastic bag were 12 cigarette butts, a plastic bottle cap and half a Coke can, and I needed to do something about it, so I started Ocean Crusaders to tell everybody that we need to stop these single-use plastics. We're based in Brisbane. We run them quite a lot up there. We've been running the Paddle Against Plastic since 2012. In Melbourne, this is our second one in Melbourne. We did the Yarra River Blitz in April earlier this year, where we had 225 people remove 467 kilograms of rubbish. And this is our second one now. We're in Moonee Ponds Creek. We've got probably about 150 people here today, and I think we'll be well and truly, judging by the amount of rubbish behind us here, that we will certainly be getting up towards that half a tonne of rubbish again. One of the things we love doing is actually organising events with other groups. So we work closely with Boomerang Alliance. They're the ones pushing the container deposit scheme. We've got Beach Patrol, which is the biggest Victorian cleanup. They have beach cleanups all over Victoria, different postcodes. We've got Love Our Streets here, and we've also had Clean Water Group here during the week helping us clean up the river. And of course we're all sponsored this weekend by the Port of Melbourne, so we've got to mention them because they're the last stop before the bay. So it's really important that we get companies like that on board to stop the debris here in the bay, because everything from this river will end up in Port Phillip Bay. Friends of Moonee Ponds Creek, they've actually come down this morning and they've joined us as well. I actually didn't even know about them until 2 days ago, but now that we've actually met them, we actually want to work with them for a few projects. Our events have been growing ever since we were featured on the War on Waste on ABC, which anyone can look up on ABC iView. But this is kind of an average event for us now. 200 is a big event, 50 is a small event for us. So it's really great to see so many people come down and want to actually do something for our waterways and get the rubbish out. Plastic in the waterways is one of the biggest topics in the world today, and the Australian government, the Victorian government are probably the slowest in the world to actually get onto this. They're starting to move. You know, the Victorian Liberal government have committed to actually putting a full-time cleaning team on the river if they get into office in November. That's a great start, but there's so much more we do. We actually have to stop this at street level. Cleaning it up out of the waterway is painful, it's hard, it's dangerous, because you slip, you fall, you got rocks. If we stop it at street level, it's so much easier. Melbourne has quite a severe issue with marine debris. particularly in the Yarra and its tributaries. Like, this is all coming from the streets. This isn't stuff that's blowing in, no one's tipping it in, it's all washing in from the streets. So yeah, look, Melbourne needs a culture change. We need to stop this stuff. We need to get a container deposit scheme here, because the container deposit scheme, Victoria and Tasmania are the only states that don't have them. And we've got over 2,000 bottles already, like, through the week, and that's effectively $200, like, that someone could have actually got. But it's 2,000 bottles, it's 2,000 labels, it's 2,000 lids that wouldn't be in our system. We wouldn't have to pick it up if we had a container deposit scheme. Thank you very much. This is a heap of rubbish. I'm not sure the skip bin is going to be big enough, but hey, it's all good. Don't forget to support all the local crew. We're only down here every so often, but Beach Patrol, friends of Moonee Ponds Creek, the River Keepers, Love Our Streets, and Boomerang Alliance are here all day, every day. So if you don't know who Boomerang Alliance is, Blue Beanie here and Nat, she'll tell you all about the container deposit scheme. They're the ones driving it, apart from the help from everyone else, but they're very, very helpful. Have a chat to them. Thank you again, Christy. Awesome effort. The port is not going to cop all this. That's a good thing. Oh, give me the enthusiasm again! Yay! Awesome.